Hey there, my name is Chris Palmer, and in today's How Many Backlinks Can You Build with Automated Link Building Tools such as GSA Search Engine Ranker? Because I've been asked so many times on a consistent basis, Chris, if I set this tool up, how many links can I expect to receive on a daily basis or an hourly basis? Like, how many backlinks can I build? The questions that I really want to get to in this video are what types of links actually get built? How long does it take to build those links? How many backlinks can you expect to receive realistically on an hourly basis when utilizing a backlink list, such as the one that I have at SEOmastermind.org? Because what I'm doing now, this is perfect time to make this video, because I took all my old lists, I threw them all into a bucket, and what I'm doing is I'm running through the list with very loose settings, and we'll talk about this in a second. There's very loose settings on here, and what I want to do is I'm cleaning out all the junk to make a new master list. I call it my AA list. It's a double verified by me list, right? So with that being said, I'm going to break down right now, how many links am I getting on a daily basis? What are loose settings? What kind of links can you expect to receive? And then how many am I getting each hour? And how you can expect to receive the same exact results as long as you follow the steps, right? So I don't want to waste too much time here. Let me break this down. How many links can you expect to receive and what type? So let's get into this. So first and foremost, when I'm talking about loose settings, what I mean by that is when I'm coming into the settings inside of the campaign, all right? You click on your options. What I mean by loose settings is I'm not limiting pretty much anything. I'm just letting it run because I'm just trying to clean up the list. See, I'm not even skipping sites with a bunch of outbound links. That's not a concern of mine. What is a concern of mine, as you can see, is I'm taking out anything that's safe search, derogatory, rude, or crude, right? Anything illegal, rude, crude, or safe search filtered, I don't want anything to do with it, right? Especially some of the stuff that I'm putting inside of here, right? That type of stuff, it can't be in my list, right? So with that being said, what we're going to do here is I just wanted to let you know about that. The next piece is this, all right? So I'm going to go ahead and share with you another way the types of settings that I'm utilizing. So the next piece is threads. So I could have built even more links on an hourly or daily basis, but I'm only running this at 90 threads. Okay. Now this can actually go up to about 225. I think you can crank it up to 250 threads depending on your machine or your virtual machine. But usually on virtual machines, I run it at about 75. When I'm not working, I usually put it up to about 1.25 on this machine. On virtual machines, you can run it at 75 to 90 threads without any issue with, 2 virtual cores and at least 4 gigs of RAM. All right. Now stick with me. We're going to get to the hourly. How many links did I build on an hourly basis? Okay, so now that you know that we are running low threads, we're also really not limiting anything, but another thing that I could have gotten even more links if I would have did is I could have paid for proxies. But if you've been watching me for any period of time, you know that I'm a frugal guy. So what I did is I loaded in 2 proxies that I had. All right, they're ISPs, but the majority of the proxies that are being used is I have it auto scraping for free proxies that meet a certain speed threshold, right? I think it's anything that's at least 500 milliseconds or faster, we're willing to take. And then I have it auto scraping. If it falls below 30 proxies that are live, active, and tested, then it'll go back and scrape again. All right. So I'm using free proxies, 90 threads, very low restrictions other than safe search and derogatory, rude and crude and illegal, right? And with that being said, I started a campaign, okay, a cleanup campaign is what I'm calling it, because I'm updating at SEOmastermind.org. I have P Cloud now, so that way it auto syncs. I want to make sure I have my AA list and then I have my identified list, right? Because if you're just using GSA, you won't get these types of results. The reason why I'm able to get this many links that we're about to cover is because I'm using lists, right? Lists that I've curated over time. And also people that are in my group have curated and they've sent me lists. I've got my own lists and I like to clean them up, right? So with that being said, that's how I'm about to achieve the results that I have so far. So as you can see here, and And again, I could have gotten even more links, but I've been going pretty slow and easy, right? So as we can see here, we have about 139,699 verified links and then 470 submitted. So that submitted means that they've placed them. They just haven't gone back and double checked them yet. I could run a verify right now and it would all pop in there. So we could say right now we have about 140, let's say that we have 145,000 links. Okay, so we have built 145,000 links. And if we take a look here, we can see that this campaign was started the 12th. So this campaign was started the 12th. And please note that this was started in the middle of the night at 11:45. It actually started on the 13th. Okay, but let's, right, it was 11:45 at night when I turned this on. Okay, so with that being said, let's just say it's been running 5 days. And we've built 145,000 backlinks. Really, it's only been 4 days. But I'm going to say 5 days, okay? But before I go ahead and reveal how many links I've built, you could probably do the quick math, but I want to share with you one more thing to answer the questions that I've been receiving. What I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you the kind of links, because if you come inside of here, you can see that what I did is I've actually limited the kinds of links that I actually want to place to the test site that I'm sending stuff to. It's an old domain that I had. I'm never going to use it. I use it for testing. I'm building articles, blog comments, directories, image comments, indexers, microblogs, RSS, social media, social network, trackbacks, URLs, and wikis. Okay. The Web 2s I do on a separate account with an email. Like that's the other ones I do separately. Okay. But these ones I'm running through here to this domain just to test, okay? So I want to let you know that that's also a limitation of the amount of links I'm building. With that being said, what we're going to do here is now that you have the amount, you know how many I've built, you know what kind of links, you know the options, and you know that I'm using proxies, you know how many threads I'm using, right? Now let's go ahead and break this down. So we have about 145,000 links. So what we're going to do is we'll bring up the calculator real quick. So we have 145,000 backlinks, okay? And there's 120 hours in 5 days, right? So let's take our 145,000 backlinks, divide that by the 120 hours to give us an hourly link rate. And we're successfully building 1,208.3 backlinks every hour. We're building 1,200 links an hour. Bam, 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 bam. 1,200 links an hour. And it's not just 1,200 links. I mean, this changes each and every day. But so far today, we have a 7% no follow rate. And we have a 93% do follow rate. Okay. So to wrap this video up, we have built 1,200 backlinks an hour for the last 5 days. With that being said, we're limiting the amount of sites that we can post on based on safe search filtering. Okay, so anything rude, crude, illegal, or just plain out, downright, I don't want anything to do with it. Also, we're using free proxies, and we're only utilizing 90 threads. This thing cranks up to 225, 250, right? It'll give you a warning at 250. I believe that's where it's at. And with that said, I mean, 1,200 links an hour. If you're interested in the double verified list, SEOmastermind.org, or I also give away a free list too, and you can go ahead and get that as well. But it's been such a pleasure. I hope this answers all the questions. I hope this answers the big question, how many links can I build in an hour? Well, with a list, about 1,200. And my name is Chris Palmer. If you have any other questions related to GSA, Search Engine Ranker, or anything else, please feel free, go ahead and ask in the section below. And I always look forward to seeing you in the next GSA Search Engine Ranker, how many backlinks can I build video. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day. Bye-bye.